Ever look at your bank account and think, wait, where did all my money go? You're not buying luxury cars. You're not out here dropping hundreds on designer shoes. And still, you're broke before the month even ends. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most people aren't reckless with their money. They're just making a few small mistakes that quietly drain their accounts over time. And the worst part? These mistakes are easy to miss until it's too late. So in this video, we're going to walk through 5 expensive mistakes that are keeping you broke and how to avoid them, even if your income isn't huge. Let's say you used to make $1,000 a month. Then you land a better job or start a side hustle, and suddenly you're earning $1,500. You feel good. You deserve to treat yourself, right? So you upgrade a few things. Better meals, new clothes, a nicer phone. Nothing too crazy, but little by little your expenses grow, and by the end of the month, your balance still hits zero. That's called lifestyle inflation. When your spending rises with your income, you're earning more, but saving nothing. This is one of the biggest reasons people stay broke even after they start making decent money. How to fix it? When your income goes up, don't increase your spending immediately. Lock in a new savings rate. Budget with intention. If you were surviving on $1,000 before, try to keep living close to that and save the difference. Because wealth isn't built from what you earn, it's built from what you keep. And here's a reminder, just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. Ask yourself, will this purchase actually make my life better, or just look better on the surface? Remember seeing ads like these? Only $0 down, just $19.99 a month. We've all seen the ads, and to be honest, they're tempting. Who wouldn't want a new phone, laptop, or even a gaming chair without paying up front? But here's the thing. Financing spreads out payments, sure, but it also locks you into future expenses. It gives the illusion that something is affordable when it's not. And if you're juggling multiple plans, that's a debt trap in disguise. Let's say you finance 3 things, each for $30 a month. That's $90 monthly, gone, every single month, even if your situation changes. And most people forget to calculate interest, late fees, or how those payments pile up. Financing should be rare. Use it for essentials only. Things like a laptop for school, not a new tablet just because it looks cool. Ask yourself, would I still want this if I had to pay the full price right now? And remember, every monthly payment you take on reduces your future flexibility. You're spending tomorrow's money today, and that can catch up with you fast. Interest feels like a boring concept until it takes your money. Let's take credit cards. You spend $500, can't pay it off in full, say you just pay the minimum, $25. Seems responsible, right? Here's what actually happens. The rest of that balance sits there collecting interest. That $500 becomes $600, $700, even $800 depending on your rate, and you barely notice because it happens slowly, behind the scenes. It's like trying to empty a sinking boat without plugging the hole first. The fix? If you have credit card debt, focus on paying off the highest interest cards first. That's called the avalanche method. And if you're considering using credit, ask yourself if you can pay it back in full. If not, don't swipe. Also, keep an eye on interest rates when opening new accounts, whether it's a loan, a card, or even a savings account. Small differences in interest add up big over time. Interest isn't just a fee, it's a time bomb. The longer you ignore it, the more expensive it becomes. You've probably told yourself, this month, I'll finally start saving. And you do, for a while. Then something happens. A late-night snack run, a weekend trip, an unexpected expense. And that savings gets wiped out. You're not bad with money, you're just saving without purpose. When your savings doesn't have a goal, it feels like a punishment. You're just moving money into a dark corner, hoping to never touch it. But saving with a specific goal? That changes everything. Saving for an emergency fund? You feel safer. Saving for a new laptop? you feel motivated. Saving for travel, you feel excited. Give your savings a reason to exist. Write it down. Look at it often. Even if it's something small, like $100 for a birthday gift fund. You can even open separate accounts for each goal. Some banks let you nickname them. That way you're not just saving, you're funding your future. When your savings has a name, it stops feeling like a sacrifice and starts feeling like a win. Tell me if any of these sound familiar. You need to invest in this stock. Drop everything and buy crypto now. Here's how I turned $1,000 into $10,000 in 2 weeks. We've all seen this stuff. The problem isn't that all social media finance advice is bad, some of it is excellent. The problem is blindly following it without understanding your own situation. You don't know that person's full story. You don't know the risks they took or how much they lost. And worst of all, you might not even know if they're selling you something. Finance is not one size fits all. What works for one person could wreck another. Here's the better approach. Use social media to learn, not to act. Research advice before applying it. Take everything, even the stuff you hear in this video, with a grain of context. If you see someone pushing a secret method that sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Educate first. So if your bank account always feels empty, even when your income isn't terrible, maybe it's not just what you're earning. Maybe it's what your money is doing behind the scenes. A little lifestyle inflation here, a couple $0 down payments there, some credit card debt growing quietly, a savings plan with no direction, and a TikTok guru shouting, "Do this now!" It adds up. But the good news is, once you see these patterns, you can fix them. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to be a finance expert. You just need to be intentional. Because broke isn't always a money problem. Sometimes it's a habits problem. And habits, you can change those, starting today. And here's the thing. Small changes beat big promises. You don't need to flip your life overnight or follow some 10x hustle grind. Just fix one habit at a time. Cut one expense. Set one goal. Make one smarter choice this week than you did last week. That's how real financial change happens. Not in giant leaps, but in steady steps. So if you're watching this and thinking, "I've made all these mistakes," good. Because now you know. And knowing is how it starts.